She told a 70-year-old woman her aging face was a blight on the neighborhood. But when that woman stood tall at the HOA meeting, the room turned on the tyrant. Neighbors rose, exposing her reign of terror, and what unfolded next was a rebellion no one expected. Eleanor Grayson had lived in Willow Creek for 45 years. Her quaint, single-story home was a canvas of memories: Christmas lights strung with care, a mailbox adorned with birthday ribbons, summers spent tending roses, and winters with a snowman guarding her porch. The wooden railing bore marks from her late husband's coffee mugs, and a chipped ceramic tile by the door, laid by Eleanor in the 80s, gleamed with pride. Her home wasn't grand, but it was hers, dignified, rooted, alive. Willow Creek once echoed that warmth. Neighbors swapped recipes, shared tools, and threw block parties with laughter and lemonade. But the tide shifted as new faces arrived, some kind, others hungry for control. Enter Vanessa Caldwell. She rolled in with a moving truck too big for the street, 2 shrill poodles in designer collars, and a gleaming SUV parked just close enough to irk everyone. She handed out business cards for her home aesthetic coaching, with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. Harmless, people thought. They were wrong. Within weeks, Vanessa clawed her way to the HOA president. No one recalled the vote clearly. The former president, Mr. Daniels, a gentle retiree, cited personal reasons and vanished. Suddenly, Vanessa's rulebooks, glossy, laminated, absurd, landed on every doorstep. Front doors could only be certain colors. Hedges over 6 inches were safety risks. Wind chimes? Banned for noise pollution. Property values, she claimed, justified it all. But her rules soon felt like chains. One spring morning, I visited Mom, Eleanor, with coffee and pruning shears. She sat on her porch, oxygen tank humming, her straw hat shading her weathered face. We chatted about sparrows and the news, the air soft with May's promise. Then Vanessa marched up, uninvited, clipboard in hand, sunglasses glinting like knives. She ignored me, fixed her gaze on Mom, and said ice cold, "Your aging face is unsettling the kids. Stay inside during peak hours." The world froze. My heart pounded, shears heavy in my hand. Mom's eyes dimmed, her knuckles whitening on her chair. Vanessa slid a citation from her folder. "Visual disturbance, $200 fine, due in 10 days. I grabbed it before Mom could. Vanessa turned and left, heels clicking, no apology, no shame. I wanted to scream, to chase her, but I stood rooted, rage choking me. Mom exhaled, stood, and shuffled inside, the citation untouched on the table. "This house used to feel safe," she whispered. I vowed then, Vanessa would pay. Days later, Mom faded. She canceled her knitting club, stopped waving at passers-by, and let her roses wilt. Her porch, once her haven, sat empty, hummingbird feeders dry. "I'm scared of vanishing before I'm gone," she told me, her voice hollow. Guilt gnawed at me. I hadn't stopped Vanessa that day. Meanwhile, Vanessa tightened her grip. She fined kids for chalk drawings, measured lawns with a ruler, and photographed cars to monitor compliance. Fear silenced the street. No one dared cross her. I snapped when I found a $150 fine taped to Mom's trash can for curb visibility. It wasn't a fine, it was a taunt. That night, I pored over the real HOA bylaws, not Vanessa's doctored version. She'd rewritten rules, erased voting requirements, added vague clauses to fine anything, mailbox colors, disruptive appearances. It was illegal. I tracked down Mr. Daniels, who admitted, trembling, that Vanessa had threatened to expose his heart condition to force his resignation. Others on the old board had been blackmailed too. At the next HOA meeting, I stood, heart racing. "I move to void all unvoted bylaw changes and hold a new election." Vanessa smirked. "You need board approval." I held up the state's HOA laws. "No, you need a public vote, which you never held." Gasps rippled. Phones recorded. I went door to door, collecting stories, Vanessa fined a vet for his flag, shamed a girl's purple hair, warned a family about too many visitors. Fear cracked, 19 households pledged support. We printed flyers. Emergency vote May 20th. Reclaim Willow Creek. Kids drew hearts around them in chalk. Vanessa tore one down, 10 more appeared. Mom's curtains parted, and her teapot whistled again. I thought I was alone, she said, clutching a flyer, her smile fierce. Let's end her reign. The night before the meeting, we spread a newsletter, anonymous, precise, comparing Vanessa's fake bylaws to the originals, exposing her unelected board's wine-soaked Zoom calls. Vanessa called it slander, online, but the petition we filed, signed by 85% of the neighborhood, was bulletproof. At the meeting, the community center overflowed. Retirees, teens, parents packed the gym, buzzing with defiance. Mom sat front row, oxygen tank gleaming, her presence a quiet storm. Vanessa arrived late, red blazer crisp, but her smile faltered at the crowd. I said, "Did you tell a 70-year-old cancer survivor her face scared children?" The room erupted, gasps, shouts. "You fined her $200 for existing." Neighbor after neighbor rose. "You banned my daughter's chalk art." "You called my flag unpatriotic." Vanessa stammered. "This is a witch hunt." But the chant began. "Step down! Step down!" Her microphone fell, and her allies fled. Then Mom stood, slow, regal. "I've lived here 45 years, she said, voice steady. "Never did I think growing old would be a crime. You made me feel invisible, Vanessa Caldwell. You owe us all an apology." The room roared, applause shaking the walls. Vanessa sank into a chair, defeated. The vote was unanimous. Her board dissolved, bylaws restored. But the final blow? A motion for Vanessa to hand-deliver apologies to every fined household. She did it. For 3 weeks, Vanessa walked Willow Creek, red folder trembling, delivering typed, soulless apologies. Neighbors watched, some silent, some mocking. At Mom's house, she extended the letter. Mom waved it away, serene. "Learn from this," she said. Vanessa left, diminished. Her house went up for sale soon after. Mom's porch bloomed again. Roses returned, neighbors stopped by, and kids left drawings. She joined the HOA board, launched a listening bench program, and revived the garden club. Willow Creek healed, not through vengeance, but through connection. One Sunday, a new neighbor asked, "What's allowed here?" Mom grinned. "Just don't be a Vanessa." We laughed, free at last. The framed apology hangs in Mom's hall, a testament to dignity's triumph. What do you think, viewers? Was Vanessa's punishment fair? Should apologies be public? Share your thoughts below, and let's debate, is shaming ever justified in righting wrongs? Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep this story alive.